Okay, everybody, hello and welcome. I am going to be playing a game called Hellcard, which is a deck builder in the vein of Slay the Spire, which is an incredibly popular game, very, very fun. I don't know why this says return to games up here. The game is called Hellcard, and I'm playing it this weekend because it's free on Steam for the weekend, which is the weekend of August 23rd. I will say right off the gate, one thing I noticed is there is a little bit of lag on the mouse, and unfortunately when I go to try to fix it with VSync, it won't let me. Anyway, just you might be interested to know. So anyway, let's jump in to Hellcard. Hopefully I don't have to do a tutorial. And I don't really want to do that tutorial because I know how to play games like this. Yeah, sorry, that's a little bit quiet there. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this actually real quick, and we'll just jump into the game. After each battle, you have access to locations chosen by all the players and companions. So the motif of this game is that it's like paper. You can see the outline of this guy's paper. We're not going to join Discord. These little things look like cardboard tentacles. So I don't know if they're trying to merge like Paper Mario and Slay the Spire, Paper Spire. I've never played that before. It's co-op. That's actually their thing, is that they tried to build a co-op game. I'm not going to jump into co-op because I don't want to keep other people waiting while I stream or anything like that. I'm just going to jump into single player, do a standard one. I might do co-op later. We'll just see. Select character. You can create a character. That's interesting. I got the warrior. Got the mage. The rogue. So they all have the same health and like mana tick, right? Let's see, values brawn and candor over cunning, soft heart, and make sure to protect his teammates from harm. Sure, we'll pick a warrior. I think warriors are always kind of a good way to go at the very beginning. You get to see their starting deck, right? Block, damage. You've got your basic damage attacks, your basic block, and then your one special damage attack, just like Slay the Spire, right? There's the mage, your basic bolt, your basic block, and then your special attack. Rogue's probably going to be about the same. Your basic blocks. You got this one, move a monster from near to far range. Oh, that's interesting. So there's going to be ranges in this one, okay? Your basic attacks. So anyway, you're going to experience this game along with me because I am just firing it up for the first time. Outfits, swordsman. Oh, you get different clothes too. Sure. We'll create that. And I guess we shall continue. What is this? Yeah, there's a little bit of lag on this mouse play, which is slightly annoying. Even just the movement is laggy, and that's a little bit frustrating. Map. On each floor, you have a choice between two monsters guarding different locations. Each hero makes their own choice. After winning the battle, everyone on the team can visit each location. Oh, that's kind of cool. We encounter spiders, where you can get new artifacts. Encounter a skeleton warrior guarding the ruins, where you can find gems, get more mana, or find an artifact. Well, let's go find an artifact for sure, I guess, because yeah, if Slay the Spire is any guide, you always go for the hardest levels you can, especially early on. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is actually different than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be, character and us, like enemy, and then bang, bang, bang. But this is a bit more like mappy in 3D. Defeat monsters by playing cards from your hand. Cards require mana. Once you're out, start of your turn, your mana is drawn. So does this mean we get to move? You can see incoming damage above your head. Right, so this guy would do 1 damage and 1 damage. Why would that be a -2 though? There's 4 block. Oh well. Play a card with block, trait to defend yourself. Block reduces incoming damage was removed at the end of your turn. Great. Block doesn't carry over. You can tell what monster is planning to do by intents, right? Because that was Slay the Spire's big breakthrough, is that they realized that games like this were not fun unless you showed the enemy intent. Otherwise, it's just terrible. Look out not only for monsters that attack you, but also for those that are summoning or buffing, right? Fair enough. Each hero has their own part of the battlefield called a slice. Each slice has 2 sections. Oh, that's kind of cool. Near and far. Okay, so near is within the circle and far is outside the circle. Okay, all right, this is cool. Having not played it at all, but my initial impression is that this is a good upgrade over Slay the Spire. This is kind of the next direction you'd want to take that game. So we can do Mighty Blow, deal 2 damage, and I kind of wish this card was a little bit bigger. Like it would blow up a little bit when you hover over it. Because I can read it okay, but I wonder about people watching. Anyway, deal 2 damage in a medium radius. Radius, okay. Random monster in the radius is dealt additional 2 damage. So this guy's only got 2 health though. So deal 2 damage. If the monster is far, you deal 1 damage instead. Interesting. Let's take that guy out. And then I don't see any attacks incoming because there's no damage floating above my head, right? So let's do Mighty Blow. Oh, I like that. Let's Mighty Blow these guys. Boom, boom. Okay, he doesn't move, right? He just stays in his circle. Good to know. And then we're out of mana for the turn. So let's end. Okay, and the cards are discarded. That's important to know. If you ever play like card-based games like this, especially where your hand discards at the end, in general, the faster you can rotate through your deck, the better you're going to play. Like this is a general rule for all kinds of card games. Board card games, things like this. For example, the really popular board game Dominion, where you have your hand of cards, the faster you can cycle through a deck, usually the better you off. Usually, it's not always the case, but generally it is. So if we can like remove cards out of our deck, right, that's always kind of good. Now, of course, games can modify that, right? There might be artifacts that say like, oh, for every 5 cards in your deck, you gain, greater attack. Sure, I'm just speaking in a general sense. We gain 1 gem, which is maybe money. We get a new card. Gain 2 block after you kill a monster. Strain. What does strain mean? Influence cards. Green cards that apply buffs when used. If not stated otherwise, their effects last until the end of the current battle. Cost increases by 1 mana with each use. Oh, that doesn't seem so hot, does it? If I right-click it, if I right-click it, then we can see what it's going to transform into, and it'll transform into Reckless Charge, which you can see is this guy right here. So this is the upgrade of this. And Reckless Charge upgrades further, right? So this goes to Reckless Charge. Reckless Charge upgrades to this. Wow, that's nice. So further upgrades, and I wonder if these would upgrade too. Very interesting, right? So also on the surface of it, it doesn't have a color difference, but you can see like this is brown and this is gray, blue-ish. I'd like to make that color change a little more obvious. Like the background glow of this should be brown and then change it to blue and then, purple and legendary, orange, whatever. Anyway, deal damage equal to the cost of all cards in your hand in a medium radius. Discard all non-attack cards. I like that. That's a good one. We'll go with that. We get a new companion. Interesting. The sharpshooter seems like, oh, that's cool. They follow the mouse around. I like that. I like the idea of a sharpshooter. So because the warrior is good for up close and the sharpshooter is better farther away. We could go for another warrior and then that would make our near attack really, really solid, right? They also get this little artifact. Heals 3 HP after each battle you survive. That's pretty cool. Here you still have 5 HP after killing your first monster in a battle. That's nice. Draw 1 additional card at the beginning of your turn. That's kind of cool, right? But I think we'll go for the rogue. Yeah, the sharpshooter, not the rogue. Oh, what is this? Adventure screen. Here you can access all locations selected by your team on the map. You can spend gemstones on one option in each of the 3 locations. 50% chance to find 3 gemstones. I'm a gambler in games, especially in first early runs, right? We can camp, but we don't need to heal up any wounds. We can go to the vault. Oops. I didn't... Okay, here's the issue too. When you hover over these buttons, like it barely lights up. You barely even know. Like it doesn't depress, expand, or anything. Highlight. Barely highlights. You can barely even see you've got it. So I clicked that by accident, even though I was going to and later. And fortunately, it worked out. Lose 2 max HP and get Nekomata. Every 10th attack is played twice. Oh, I can only pick one! Oh, I should have picked this. I thought I could do any as much as I wanted. Okay, examine costs 3 gems. Select one of 3 rare and legendary artifacts. That's nice. Scoop, get a vicious hatchet. Upon pickup, get 2 random attack cards. Nah. See, I don't want to bloat the deck, right? I'd rather pick from cards that are really, really good. Get a random artifact of any rarity. We'll just do that, because for right now, we don't know which artifacts are like the really good ones. Toy Compass. Get 1 mana each time you play 5 blue cards in a single turn. Sure, we'll take that, but... Oh, am I limited by how many I can take, maybe? Maybe that's why it said don't. Alright, added Mastery. Add card to your deck for this battle. Exhaust, right, can't be used again. Influence cards, right, green are influence cards that apply buffs. And they last until the end of the current battle. Cost increases by 1 mana with each use. Lasts until the end of the current battle. But if it lasts forever, that's what I don't quite understand about the previous one. Anyway, whatever. So where do we go next? Okay, we can upgrade a card. Nice. You encounter Shield Skeleton where you can get new cards. Let's just go for the upgrade right away. Oh, available path change. I don't... Are they going different ways? Let's do the... You can remove a card. Let's do that. And then play. Interesting. So they don't fight together? Or we do both of the... Maybe we do both of these floors at the same time. Influences. Influences are buffs or debuffs that work over time. Hover over them to find out what they do. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Companions help you during battles. They have mana, hand, draw, and discard piles the same as you. Companions will choose 2 cards from their hand and present them to you. When possible, 1 card will be offensive. Okay. So the AI will let me choose. It'll choose 2 out of its like draw, and then I choose which one of those 2. Some monsters have special features which affect a fight. Look for the special heart icons over them and read their tooltips. You can play companions cards in the same way you play your own. After you play their card, they will show you a new card when possible. Okay. Every time companions draw cards or get mana, they might change their chosen cards. Fair enough. See companions' whole hand, and you can either right-click on any card, hand, or press J. Yeah, okay. This lets you play any of their cards. Oh! Oh! So I can pick which one out of here. Oops. Huh. Nice, nice. You can alert your teammate that way. So I can just play any card. Okay. Wow, you can scroll around a little bit. Oh, right, because you got to see what's coming from the bottom, I suppose. Okay, what's your thing? Deal 2 damage. Add 2 Talon arrows to your hand. Talon arrow. Deal 2 damage for the first monster in a long cone. Well, we're going to play that for sure because it's free. And we're going to pop those guys. Wait, what? Deal 2 damage to the first monster in a long, narrow cone. Oh. Fine. We'll pop it again, though. Actually, I probably shouldn't have hit that guy because that's near. I should have let him hit the near. Well, that's fine. Add 2 Talon arrows to your hand. We'll go ahead and play that again. And then let's pop... This guy's got 10 health. We're going to have to leave him up to the warrior, though. Let's fire that off that away. And then let's fire this one off that away. And then let's do 2 damage and knock that spider out. Okay, you're out of mana. Let's flip player. Yeah, okay, great. We flip over to player. Reckless charge. Deal damage equal to the cost of all cards in your hand, which is 5. in a medium radius and discard all non-attack cards. Let's go ahead and pop this guy here and get these two. Boom. 5 damage to both of them is excellent. Deal 2 damage, but it's only going to be 1 because the monster's far. Fine, and we're out of mana. That's okay. We'll end the turn. That was pretty good. So they shift way over there. That guy comes in near. These 3 all come in near. But we got these 2 guys pretty good. Attack. What is this? Current intent, sharpen bones, plus 2 strength. Okay, so we can let that one slide for a turn. Deal 2 damage. 2 damage in a medium radius. Let's go ahead and pop that there. Nice to know that there's no friendly fire. Deal 2 damage. Knock that guy out. And, oh, I'm out. Okay. Sharp arrow. Knock you out. How are you getting hit? Oh, shoot. I'm so dumb. That attack is coming in. Sharp arrow, 2 damage. Knock him out. Boom. That's how you do it. Add 1 talent arrow to your hand at the start of each turn. We'll go ahead and play that. Kick. Move a monster from near to far. We'll leave you there. Oh, where did that guy come from? Player turn. Let me see their whole talon arrow. Yes. Take out that little spider. Oh, some other ones come in. Let's get some more talon arrows. Let's focus this guy who's going to try and attack us. Hit him with 2. Hit him for 2. Give me another quiver. Talon arrow. We'll wait a second on the talon arrows and come back to that. In the meantime, we'll see if we can't knock out this guy. 2 damage. And then we hit that for 4. And then we go to the talon arrow and knock him out. Nice! Nice. I like that. I like games like this, right? It's a little puzzly. It's a little fun. All right. Choose of a new card. Sacrificial Lunge. 8 damage minus your current block. That's not so bad, right? You just do this card before you put your block on your character. Oh, discard all skill cards from your hand. So this is only good if you're not planning to block, basically. Slam. Deal 3 damage in a medium radius. I like those radius attacks. They seem pretty good. Lose block. Get disarm. Prevent hero from getting block. So these are similar, right? But this one seems a lot better of the 2. 8 damage. And it's only 1 mana. What's the upgrade on that? Death Blow? Whew. All Out Strike? Current block. In a medium radius. Okay, so it's the same thing, but it gives it radius. That's pretty good. Maim. Deal 8 damage. Focus with a mana cost -1. Changes card parameter with each draw. Interesting. I really like this one. Camaraderie. Everybody draws 2 cards. Okay. New companion. Oh, wow. We get another new companion. Outcast. Kind of like that. Another arrow person. A rogue. Berserker. Common warrior. Let me through. Taste my blades. I kind of like that. Gain 1 additional mana at the start of your next turn if you got damaged this turn. Interesting. Draw 1 additional card. Heal 3 after each battle you survive. Let's just go for the Outcast to kind of see how that works. How many people are, like, is a team supposed to be? Is a team supposed to be like 3 characters or 4? Okay, corpses. Search. We get Pacifist. Give 4 block. Take a random. Let's see. Give honor. Exchange shield block for counter strike. Deal 1 damage to the monster if the monster's attack leaves you with block. Interesting. But it costs 2 to play. Berry. Get Mad Snack and Whetstone. Mad Snack. Each turn you end without block increases the bonus damage your attacks deal by 1. Unstackable. Yeah, that could be insane. Whetstone, your sword deals +2 damage for 3 turns. I wish that was longer. Not a huge fan of either of these, to be honest. Sage, Blessing, remove Sword Slash. Nice, we'll do that. Because we just... Oh, man! Shoot, I forgot. I wanted to remove selected card. Nah, I'm happy with the card we removed. Remove 2 selected cards. I would have probably chosen that. Lose 4 max HP and get Spring. Get 1 additional mana point when the sum of your incoming damage at the beginning of your turn is higher than 15. That's scary to think about. Absorb energy, +1 mana points in the next battle. Okay, we'll do that. We'll just leave those. And let's continue on. Okay, so they're going to these places. Oh, so I wonder if the way this works, if you're doing multiplayer, is they select these, I select mine, and then maybe you do like all 3 levels, and then you come back here. Anyway, let's choose our floor. We can get more mana or find an artifact, or we can remove cards. Let's go try to get more artifacts. What I need is for blue cards to be cheap, because how am I going to play 5 blue cards in a single turn? This is a lot of bad guys, I tell you what. And there's a lot to think about with 3 people here. Well, we could go Reckless Charge and then Mighty Blow. Boy, man, look at all these guys we can... Look at that, look at that. Let's knock that out. And then let's Mighty Blow here. That's pretty good, because these guys are going to hurt. Look at that, 13 health. That's a lot. Let's pop Sacrificial Lunge on that one there. Nice. Okay, he's out of turn. What can you do? Eagle's Eye. Arrows deal +1 damage in far range for 3 turns. I can live with that. Add 1 Talon Arrow to the start of your hand for each turn. Yup. And then, can you give me Quiver? Yes. Let's play Quiver. And let's knock out some people at far range. Or, let's hit this one first, actually. So that we don't take the damage off of that. And then, let's hit you at far range. Nice. We get the +1 bonus for that. And then let's... Okay, you're out. Outcast gets, what is this? Hex. Deal 5 damage in a small radius. Increase Reckoning. Reckoning represents damage that you will suffer at the end of the round unless you also have Grace. When you activate Reckoning, you also gain Grace? Oh, so our Reckoning goes up by 3, but Grace only by 1? Pinch. For the next 3 turns, if you've lost HP on your turn, your attacks deal +1. Accessorize. Gain 3 block. Don't need to worry about that. Ward off. Give 6 block. What is this? What is this +1 blood drop up here? Oh, it's a cut. Cuts. The HP lost for playing this card is not treated as damage and is unblockable, but it cannot reduce your HP below 1. Interesting. Don't really want to play those cards. I'll tell you what. Then I guess... What is Reckoning again? Represents damage that you will suffer at the end of your turn. I don't want to. 3 damage is a lot. Deal 2 damage. If the monster survives, add 1 healing drop to your hand. Let's just hit that and see. Yeah, I lost a point. Let's hit this on this guy. But we got a healing drop. Heal yourself for a random number between 1 and 2. Okay, interesting to see how that works out, right? Okay. Don't plan on increasing Reckoning right now, so we'll end the turn. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, a lot of these enemies come in. Now, I will say this. This is interesting because it's a flood of enemies, right? Very different from Slay the Spire, which is just like here's 2 or 1, maybe 3. But this game is interesting in that I hope, because this is crowded and I can't zoom in or out. We're just gonna mighty blow all of them. And we're gonna sword slash. Maybe we'll come back to that. Companion, yeah, give me Talon Arrow. Actually, let's kick out you. You get out of there. That reduces some of the damage that we're gonna take. Let's Talon Arrow you. That reduces some of the damage. We'll quiver for 3. I don't know why you wouldn't quiver every time. Why wouldn't the game just have quiver always be one of those top 2 cards it offers? Let's knock you out. Let's knock this guy, and then sharp arrow you, and I've got one more sharp arrow for you. And we're doing that one because we get a little bit of the bonus damage, right? Come back to the player. We get sword, deal 2 damage. We'd like to take this guy out. Let's go ahead and look here again. Nick Jugular, deal 1 damage plus 2 damage if your HP is below. It's not blame. At the end of your turn, if you have incoming damage, gain block and increase reckoning by 5. Eeh. Deal 2 damage. If the monster survives, then I get healing drop. Let's go ahead and do that. Healing drop me back up. And let's hit that guy. And then let's do... play that. And let's come back to the player card. We come back to the sword slash that we've been waiting. And finish that guy off. And go ahead and play block. Oh, right. You choose who you play block on. I didn't mean to click it in this part of the pie slice. Oh, these guys got hefty blocks going on. Okay, we're gonna sacrificial lunge into that guy. And then we're gonna reckless charge everyone. And then sword slash him. Not bad. Let's see. You are going to kick one more time, and we'll have you kick out that character. What are you doing? Templar. Block and radius. Gives 5 block to monsters in a large radius. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and do Talon Arrow to you. Go ahead and give me quiver. And let's Talon Arrow to you and finish off your little buff. Okay, you're dead. And then let's go ahead and get, what is Hex? Deal 5 damage and increase reckoning. Ward off, give 6 block. Let's do that. And then let's do leeches onto you. Leeches again, and let's do healing drop. Healing drop. And then we'll nick the jugular. And we'll just go ahead and wait on those because we're not going to take any more damage. End turn. I'm not sure what I think about this Outcast. I don't quite like how that deck plays out. Although it might very well be that I just need more experience. Let's go ahead and sacrificial lunge into you. And then mighty blow. And that'll finish that one off, I think. Oh, there's an enemy up here. Okay, Talon Arrow. Sword slash way up there. Give me quiver. Talon Arrow. Talon Arrow. Oh, increase +1 damage for far range. And I probably should have done that one earlier. It's okay. Hit leeches. But I don't get to play that drop card. So it is down to 31. Interesting, interesting. So don't finish a fight on with the leeches card. Select a new card. Side sword. Deal 5 damage and use 2 stamina. Stamina can be added or subtracted by special card effects. When there are 10 points of stamina stacked, the character gets stamina burst. And stamina resets. What is stamina burst? The next card played costs 0 and it's played twice. Interesting. Deal 5 damage. Use 2 stamina for additional 4 damage. Interesting. Locked. Oh, because what? We're just playing like a demo or something? Double-edged sword. Deal 20 damage. Use 5 stamina or get damage for each stamina missing. I don't really want any of these cards, to be honest. But side sword is an upgrade over what? I'd like to see, but we'll take it, I guess. Seems like a good hit. Another companion, so we get 4. Let's do the Conjurer. And let's retire the Outcast, because I don't quite like that character's deck. Let's pick these, and then we'll end this video. Reset the number of companions' locations. Don't care about that. Stash. Remove 1 out of 3 randomly selected cards. You can live with that. Select a card from your deck. You'll start future battles with this card in your hand. I like that. 50% chance to find gemstones. Lose 4 max to get red cap. Heal 15 HP at the beginning of a boss battle. +1 mana points in the next battle. Let's grab that one. And then this one here. Heal 20%. Use medicine. Exercise. Increase max HP. Not bad. Let's do the remove. Okay, let's remove shield block. I was kind of hoping for another basic attack, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and go down. All right, so far that's what Hellcard is. That's how it plays out. It's fun so far. I like it. Let's keep seeing what it has to offer. But for now, we'll put a cut here and end this video. Thanks so much for watching.